Welcome to the FX Money Show podcast. FX Money Show podcast. Where your host, Nick, uses his 30 years of experience to demolish the FX markets while exposing the how, why, and when of Forex in front of your eyes. So take the foggles off, subscribe, and share with your most trusted friends. Pet the cat. Yes, I said pet the kitty cat. Chew some gum and put the headphones on the bone dome. Time is money. And this is the FX Money Show.
Let's see who gets on the call. This will be interesting. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 run, dun, 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 dun.
Really? Just you and I again? Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
That's the best part of the day. So what was going on
Oh my gosh.
Fuckbook?
Freaking idiots. Oh, hold on. I can't remember what the original comment was and what I said, but I thought I was being nice. I was trying to not be a dick. Didn't go well. Yeah, the original poster said I was being mean.
Aw, he got his pussy hurt.
Yeah, I think I called him a pussy. I was like, well, big deal, It's not that bad. Oh, yeah, he said it wasn't all that bad. He said avoid overtrading. You will lose a lot with your powerful strategy. Trade 1 to 2 trades a day. And I said...
Wait, that's moron or an oxymoron. You're going to lose a lot with your powerful strategy.
Yeah, but anyway, it was dumb. Yeah, so I said...
No speak English.
I said, did you read that in a book? Did a pro trader say that? In quotes. Yeah. I said, this is foolishness of a retail trader. Don't limit yourself to arbitrary rules. That some fool said, no offense meant to this person. Trading doesn't work that way. This industry is full of so-called experts, blah, 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 but don't know anything about trading. Most of it is just rebranding and regurgitating of nonsense. 99% is garbage. Think differently if you want to be successful. You have to forget this toxic nonsense.
Yeah.
Then he got all bent out of shape. I didn't think it was that bad. I wasn't picking on him specifically.
He's been picked on a lot for being a complete moron.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just there was a bunch more of comments, and I was like, "Well, you're dumb." And then they started talking about risk reward, and I was like, he asked me, he's like, "What's your risk reward?" And I said, "I have no idea how far a trade's going to go in my favor. I trade dynamically, not statically. I don't use take profit, blah blah blah. Markets don't work like that." I said risk reward's an investment principle, not a trading principle.
Yeah.
And no comment to that one. So,
and trading is completely different from investing.
Investing, yeah. A lot of this shit is from investing print. Like that's it doesn't make any sense for a trader. Anyway, it just irritates me. I'm like, come on, man.
Some of the idiots. There are some real prize-winning idiots out there, and unfortunately, they're on platforms like TikTok and Facebook, and in the Facebook groups, it's just littered with trash. It's just trash. I had a conversation with somebody yesterday, maybe the day before, and he's got a little Facebook group, and I went in about a year and a half ago, and I said, look, everything in your group is just garbage. Why don't you actually provide your group some value? And if you don't know how to provide that value, let somebody else do that for you, because you'll get a much stronger following if you actually teach something that works. But unfortunately, 99% of the world doesn't know what works. And
go ahead.
The 4% that generates, resilient returns, they're not all that bright either. But they can
No.
muscle their way into profit because they've got a little bit more equity behind them if they're if they're
Yeah.
measuring treasury accounts,
And
or
they're averaging. They're
yeah,
probably doing some averaging out or something like that,
yeah.
or
But
probably not really trading a live account. I think a lot of these guys just trade demos.
well, I'm talking
It's
about institutional participants that
oh,
can
okay.
they
Yeah.
can stomach the withdrawal or the drawdowns a little bit, and it's not so much of a big deal. But these retail hooligans. And I'm not talking about retail traders, I'm talking about the retail hooligans. There's a very specific personality type that qualifies himself as a hooligan. If somebody is teaching something that is incorrect, and it is blatantly incorrect, i.e., a good example of this, is the chart-based analysis. But if somebody is incorrectly teaching something, that causes a ripple effect of toxic trading to anybody that is even remotely listening to them.
Yep. It creates like this whole snowball effect of stupid. And I'm not calling people stupid. I'm just
Yeah.
like it just starts with, and they start regurgitating all this crap from, a book they read in, from 1980 about stock market trading, which doesn't have anything to do with
It's not even
with
remotely
trade.
close. Wake up, ladies. It's not even remotely
Well,
close. Oh my god.
there was a comment that I posted into the Telegram group that I thought it sums up what I think of most retail traders that I come across. This risk to reward, don't trade. If you're trading 5 times a day, that's terrible. But what got me was the whole reason to start trading is to get away from your 9 to 5 job and the luxury of time.
Mm-hmm.
So trading is supposed to give them this luxury of time. And I was like, that's not why I started trading. I mean, if that's why you started trading, so you would have more free time, like you didn't have to work anymore, then you're in the wrong business. Like that doesn't exist. I mean, of course, we can cut our days down quite a bit. We can trade, a couple hours or sometimes a half an hour or whatever, but there's still a lot of work that has to happen. There's a lot of learning, there's a lot of trading too. So it blew my mind. I'm like, really? Like, what the hell are you talking about?
These what I call fake fluke gurus, the people that are trying to teach something, they did probably read every stock investor's guide, to the galaxy or some bullshit. But they then, because they couldn't take their lazy personality and follow a set of signals for profit, they then decided that they were going to read the book. That grandma got them over the weekend when she was at the library, right? Yep. So they read the book, and now all of a sudden they're experts because they have a little following in a group, but they're completely moronic because their mind, and I've said this before, my self-proclaimed famous quote is, nobody is as blind as the man who can see but has his mind closed to what's before his eyes.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I've heard you say that before.
And that's just because people are closed-minded to think that, and unfortunately, traders in general are very alpha type, so they want to be correct. But at what point are you going to realize, or acknowledge that you're correct to a fault? You're so correct all the time that your mind is so closed off to actually learning how to trade. Because following a set of fucking candles is absurd. And it's not how the market moves. You've got to understand, and I know you do now, but they've got to understand what causes the market to move. And my friends, it's not the charts. In fact, the charts are as remote as you can possibly get or want to the markets. Remote. In other words, they're way off in Timbuk motherfucking 2. Right? So that's where they are.
Here's something crazy, right? So the past 3 months, right? I took like a small account playing around, right? Took a small account, and in 3 months, it's like, it's almost 1,200% now. I didn't look at the chart at all.
Yeah, you did show me, but yeah, it is what it is. I was in a discussion earlier today with somebody that, I took an account that was about 50K, and this is in 15. And before I got done, it was 1.2.
Yep.
3 months. 3 months, but that was an exceptional. It might have been
staring at candles.
Was I staring at candles? No, I was looking at volume.
Yeah.
It was all volume driven because volume drives everything. Now, at the time, we were still focusing on sentiment and dissecting sentiment, and then eventually we built it. But I didn't publish sentiment until about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, I think
right about you coming on board is when I started publishing what sentiment was doing.
I was waiting for the good stuff. Are we on a podcast right now?
We are on a podcast.
You did not tell me that. Seriously, this time you really didn't.
No.
I was just venting. I thought I was just going to be able to vent here for a while.
But you know what? I did ask in the group, anybody up for a podcast?
Yeah,
and
but
you got the bam,
starting the
bam,
you didn't,
bam, sucker punch.
You did not say we had started. You just asked me what's going on with the
it's
Facebook. And I'm like, these freaking guys.
It's $5. If you don't, it's $5. Whether you hang up early or get on without acknowledging or knowing or understand, it's $5.
I have to know that it's being recorded.
I said it was going to be a podcast.
But you didn't say we were recording yet.
No, so I didn't. I wanted to see. I wanted to see what the people are going to do. Just kind of straggle in, and
nobody's straggling in.
And Millie talking about, I don't know what Millie's going to talk about anyway.
His new summer dress, probably.
Yeah, his new pink summer dress.
Yeah. We got a holiday, so I'm probably not going to do any trading till the middle of the week, I think.
Well, it's just a U.S. holiday. It's not a world holiday.
I know. But I'm like, I'll sleep in a little bit for a couple of days. I know it's just the U.S. What is it on Wednesday, technically?
Yeah, something like that. So it'll be relatively quiet week up until then, and then maybe Thursday and Friday it'll kick into gear. But whatever. So what I'm thinking about doing is, anytime I've got a new student that's coming on board, one-on-one, so prop trader coaching, right? I'm gonna utilize the prop trader coaching, and anybody who's going through that, what I'm gonna do is like a 1 month, a call when they jump on board, and then a follow-up call 30 days later. And I want to see their confidence, at the beginning, and then we'll do the follow-up call 30 days later. So there'll be some progression of what everybody is doing. And I know, Joel's a good example of that. Joel come back on board, and and he's just hitting home run. But I want to see that more frequently with the new members and students that are coming on board, and we got a couple today that are jumping through some coaching, and one of them's got a good bit of experience, so there's a little bit of filtering that has to be done there, because sometimes too much experience is no good, and we've really got to drill down and isolate, identify, eliminate, shred, and just get rid of the stuff that is retail focused. And there's a lot of stuff that is retail focused. Let's go through the list. Fibonacci's are retail focused, right? Elliott Wave, those are retail, and I say they're retail focused because they're predictive. They're trying to predict something that you cannot predict with resiliency. Right, MACDs, Bollinger Bands, Itchy Scratchy to Ball Zimoku, you name it. All of those things are retail, approaches or retail analytical.
You're forgetting my favorite one. You're forgetting my favorite one to make fun of.
My crystal balls?
No.
My crystal balls are not your favorite?
No, there's no.
The garbage can?
No, that's the Bollinger Band garbage cans.
Oh, okay. The Bollinger garbage cans.
No, there's a certain concept that I like to make fun
Oh,
of.
smart money.
Yeah. Well, that's how institutions trade, right?
Yeah, it's the concept. We're going to use a concept. We're not going to use anything that makes money, and we know that it makes money, but instead we're going to use a concept.
Well, I'm honestly starting to think that it's just straight laziness. People don't actually want to trade. They
Well,
want to be able to stare at a chart for 5 minutes, place a trade, and walk away, not
bam,
analyze it, and hope it hits their take profit or something like that.
bam,
Like, who gives
bam,
a shit where your take profit is?
bam, bam. You got it. Because that's what I was starting to say. It is, the people that want to follow signals, they end up reading the Stock Investor's Guide to Gonads, because they can't follow signals, or they're following somebody that is a what's that?
It's a good stock right now. Gonads. I just bought,
Gonads.
50 shares. Yeah.
You bought 50 shares of Gonads?
Yep.
I'm not even sure how to respond to that.
That's okay. Keep going. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
All right, but just 50 shares?
Yeah, just
Okay.
50.
How do you spell that?
GONADS.
Oh, I thought you were going to
Actually,
D's nuts.
D's nuts.
But anyway, so those who follow signals, can't make a return because they're following another retail trader. It's the blind leading the blind, really. They're following another retail trader who's going to give them shitty signals, and it's all nonsense anyway. It's just a good sales pitch, and then people buy into them, and when they can't find a return or can't find resilient profits or routine profits, then they go into reading the book that Grandma got them down at the library, and all of a sudden they're experts. Now,
the people book they got for $5, yeah.
The people that was the closeout book at Gabe's Outlet, or whatever you want to call some of those places.
Yeah.
Where they sell the $2 books because nobody wants them because they're worthless, and it's all written by the same retail traders that have never found success. So it's just. It's just garbage.
Yeah, I mean, true professional traders are just going to hop on YouTube and give away their life's work for free. Just out of the goodness of their heart. Sure. Because that's how they became so rich.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, what's the kid's, Rainer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember him. He's a goof. He's got a good YouTube following.
He's got a great YouTube following, but ask him to actually trade. No, sorry, can't do it. Can't do it. Won't do it.
That's not going to happen.
Because they don't understand. And the big problem is, teaching somebody or retail traders learning how to analyze the chart. They are all of a sudden circumventing the global aspect of it, and it's all downhill from there.
Yep.
Global awareness of these nuts. And no cognitive thinking whatsoever.
No, it's there's a lot of laziness, and I can't really. I don't think I can't blame people for it. They make it seem so easy. Well, I mean, it is easy, but you got to find the right place to go because the way they describe it, like if you're reading something. Online, if you're at like Baby Pips, or if you're SMC or ICT, or if you're at Forex Factory reading their community stuff, all that free stuff. That's about what it's worth.
It's
nothing.
It's the most expensive free stuff in the world.
Yeah, it costs a lot of time, and
costs a lot of time and a lot of losses, and that's why it's the most expensive free stuff. So when it comes down to proper education, and I'm not talking theoretical strategy, driven crap, but education on what causes the market to move in the first place. We've talked about this before, but what causes the market to move in the first place, when you know that, staying dynamic and responsive to whatever the price wants to do is relatively simple. And I was in that other Discord that I jumped in this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw somebody there, say something about one or two of those per week would be nice. And I think he was talking about a small, profitable trade. He said one or two of those would be nice. And I'm thinking one or two of those would be nice. Why don't you actually learn how to trade and you'll see, 8 or 10 of those every single day.
Yeah, I saw that.
But whoa. Don't overtrade your powerful strategy. Bada boom.
Oh man.
Don't
Yeah,
overtrade.
it was.
Yeah.
It's just so frustrating. I think it's because you come into these groups or you're talking to people and you're trying to give them actual useful information.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like trying to charge for any. I'm just throwing out some info, right? And they're just like like I'm like I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Judas or something, the Antichrist. I don't know. Like
That makes sense.
how
Yeah.
dare they? How dare they say that? I'm like, what? Am I
Yeah.
making too much sense? Somebody was saying something about the higher time frames make up the lower time frames, and I said, well, what comes first, the cake or the ingredients?
Oh my god.
They're like, huh? I'm like, just think about it for a while and you'll figure it out. But they're like, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. You top-down analysis. Yeah, that's for rookies. Good luck with that.
It's for morons that are losing. Yeah, you gotta continue with that top-down analysis because you're gonna be my liquidity.
Yeah, keep doing that. Yeah.
These hoodlums that say this and that, you're gonna be my liquidity. You are the liquidity. What an idiot!
Oh yeah, I love that.
Oh my god, who's the moron that says that at ICT? I think it is.
Yeah. A lot of them. I mean, it's their mission statement. I think. And I'm just like they wouldn't even know liquidity if it smacked them in the face.
Yeah. No.
I'm all mad now.
I know it's frustrating.
End of the week,
right?
I'm all pissed off.
Hey, but you know what? It's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
Oh gosh, I knew it was coming as soon as I said it.
Yellow showers. What?
Ew.
Yellow showers.
You gonna edit that out? You edit that?
No,
edit.
I'm actually giving it a sound effect. It's gonna be like this. Can you hear that?
What is that? It sounds like
it's
you're
rain.
just banging your desk.
No, it's rain.
It doesn't sound like rain.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do a shower sound effect.
Ugh, gross.
Did I tell you that the little one taught me a new ballet move?
No. Did you pull a hamstring?
No, I did the grand farte.
Oh.
She says it stinks.
Yeah, she would teach you that.
Yeah. The grand farte. She's at the pool right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
it's a good day for that. Oh my gosh, I just jumped into a.
Oh no.
I just jumped into this is on Forex Factory because I was talking about it. I thought I'd hop over here and see what these guys are saying. I jumped into a trading discussion that was labeled currency strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're using MACDs.
Get the fuck out of here.
I swear to God, and moving averages.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not kidding.
Holy shitbaggers. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Why?
Yeah.
Oh, that's painful. Anyway, sorry. I couldn't believe it.
No man is as blind as the guy who can see, but his mind is closed to what's before his eyes.
Oh man.
But just think. I mean, think about this.
Yeah.
There's nothing to think about. It's stupid.
Yeah.
What do you got planned for the weekend? Anything fun?
Let's see. No.
Sounds exciting.
This is actually our my wife and I's first weekend in a month that we don't have to do anything.
Yeah, how many people bit the bullet and got married?
3 in 1 month.
Oh,
yeah, and then we had our decade's birthday party. It was her birthday, but my birthday's like a month from hers, and we're both turning a new decade.
So you're turning 20 and she's turning 30 or what?
You think I'm 20?
No, you're turning 40?
Yeah, I'm turning 40 in about 2 weeks.
And she's
turned
just
30.
Wow, she's that much younger?
Yeah, man. What can I say? I got
Good
skills and
good
I'm
job.
immature.
Good job.
Well, yeah, that's what I always tell her. I was like, well, I tended to date in my maturity range, which was about 9-10 years younger than me.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
You gonna go by the fruit stand over the weekend?
Oh, the banana hammock.
The banana hammock, no. GrandpaTradesForex.com.
Yeah. No, not gonna do that. I might get a banana hammock. Maybe take a picture, put it on the Discord or something. Put it as my new profile on the website.
Yeah, no. You want to hear a good joke? Actually, it's not even a joke, right? But I gotta find something that I can do this with. Actually, I'll just have to do sound effects. All right. So I was probably, and I might have already said this to you, but maybe not. Who knows? Here goes. You ready? Drum roll. So
Ready.
I was probably 9 years old at the time, and my sister, who was a few years younger, was maybe 5 or 6. And we're at my stepfather's softball game. Now, I want to bring this story up because, Star Wars is, was pretty prominent back then. But now they've got some, the new, movie that came out about Star Wars or on Star Wars. So it's fairly recent again. But I'm about 9. She's maybe 5 or 6. And we're at a softball game. And it's pretty hot out. And there's a lot of dust, around the softball players' feet. They're kicking up dust. The gloves are hanging around. The bats are flying. You name it. These guys are drunk. And my sister says, "Hey, Nick, Darth Vader." And I look at her. And on her face, well, I'm not going to tell you what's on her face, but she's going, "Darth Vader." No. Meanwhile, somebody in the background says, "Anybody seen my cup?"
Oh, no. Really?
Really?
Oh, man.
Yeah,
that's
really.
Rough.
That's rough.
That's rough.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Oh, gross. I mean, hopefully it was at least clean,
I don't know. That was kind of a long baseball game. I don't know if it was before or after. I don't recall. I don't know. I didn't even know what it was back then. Really. I mean, I didn't know. I had no clue. But I remember it. And then my stepfather said, get put that down. And he took it and he took a sniff himself. Just kidding.
It's disgusting. Oh my gosh. What's wrong with you?
I think, we should go into another business and manufacture protective cups.
Protective cups?
Yeah, and we'll call it D's.
D's?
D's cups.
D's cups? Protect D's nuts.
D's cups for D's nuts.
Where is D's nuts?
They're right here. D's nuts. I think he's driving. He said something about driving. He is
he driving? Yeah.
He's probably on his way home.
Oh, he's going to Montana.
I have a
fishing
plan
with his boys.
Yeah, but I have a plan because he's going to go see the missus. I'm sure, right?
Probably. Yeah. He's either going to pick up and then take them all up there. I don't know.
You call at 9:30. I'll call him at 9:45. Yeah, every 15 minutes. Somebody else has got to call him. Joel can call him at 10. Okay. We'll get maybe Harry to call him at 10:15. But make sure we keep interrupting him. That's a plan.
I mean...
He hasn't been home in a couple weeks now? A few weeks? What's it been?
No, so I think he's gone most of the week. So and he gets home on the weekend, but I think they're all going up to Montana this weekend, do some fishing.
Okay.
But yeah, I still like your plan. Like, soon as, so I don't know when he would get home. So what time is it out there right now? It's probably not going to be home for another couple of hours. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so before he gets home, you call him and say, look, I've got some really, really, really good, just super important news. And then when he says, well, I'm getting home, I can't talk about it now. Just make sure you call me right away. And then all night he's going to be trying to ring you. And she's going to get pissed.
Why are we doing this to Damien?
I don't know. It just sounds like fun.
Oh, poor Damien.
Full disclosure.
I don't condone this, Damien.
Full disclosure. I've said before that this is not marriage advice.
You've just listened to an episode of the FX Money Show, where every day Nick discusses analysis that drives traders' confidence through the roof. Subscribe to the podcast, enjoy the show, and discover your inner trader. The service of the FX Money Show is to provide foundational educational content to trading listeners of foreign exchange and other financial markets. Anything expressed in the FX Money Show by its producers or guests is educational in nature and in no way constitutes advice. You must understand the risks associated with trading financial products and use only capital you can afford to risk.